Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you. It is Tuesday evening, August 13th, 2024, and it's 11:37 p.m. Whether you're with me at the p.m. mark or 11:37 a.m. or 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., it doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for being here. Do notice my hat, which says believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. We're just a few people away from our mark that we're going to be celebrating our 100th subscriber, not on the podcast, but on the John C. Morley Serial Entrepreneur channel. We've gotten a cake, so we're going to be getting ready to do that soon. So if you can help us reach that, we're only 3 people away. And if you help us get there, we will be sure to tag you and thank you in the video. All right. So it is great to have you here tonight. This whole week is about ways to reprogram our brain. And it's not like, you upload code to a computer and it's just ready to change. Unfortunately, that's not how our brain works. Sorry. Our brain needs a little more than that. So let's take a step here. The granular topic for tonight is what is hypnosis? Unveiling the Secrets, Series 3, Show 33, Episode 4. So do check out believemeachieve.com. Not right now, but after the show, you can watch all this great content. You can watch my shorts. You can see the stuff about the Jay Moore Tech Talk show. There's so much stuff. So you can catch all that stuff, the motivational channel and the coaching channel and all kinds of stuff. All right. So what is hypnosis? When we hear the word hypnosis, it kind of freaks everybody out. Hypnosis is nothing more than a trance where you are quieting the chattering monkeys in your mind. So you can basically get past the critical faculties, because our mind does a lot of blocking to try to protect us. When we're in hypnosis, that critical faculty basically shuts down. So that's a pretty cool thing. And maybe that means something to you. I think a lot of people don't understand that our brain takes work. And so when we think about hypnosis, a lot of people think hypnosis is something that somebody does to you. Well, a person can actually help you get into hypnosis, but you can actually hypnotize yourself. Now, tonight, I'm not going to go through a whole full-fledged course the way I got certified in hypnosis and all that, but I'm going to give you some tips on how you can start to understand a little about hypnosis. So the first thing is if you're trying to hypnotize somebody else, you need to build rapport with them. That's number one. So the next thing that you do, if you're doing it to yourself, you already have rapport, you're going to do an induction, or what we call a deepener. That can be something like, the counting backwards. So that's something you can do to deepen the trance. There are hundreds, if not millions, of ways to do deepening. I like to do the spiral. I like to go down the staircase. You would go down the staircase, just really feeling sinking into the steps. You can use an elevator. You don't want to rush this part of the process because it's really important. Sometimes what I do is I will do a deepener, but then I will do another deepener. And if it's the first time, I might even do a third deepener. So I might start with an elevator. Then after the elevator, the next thing I might do is I might go down a set of staircase, like a spiral staircase. After I do the staircase, I will, sometimes if it's a new person, I will go down, do another induction. So that the deeper I will do for that one will be like maybe they're walking outside and they're stepping down. So have them like stepping and stepping and stepping. I also get them to notice parts of their body and things like that, and how they can just let themselves sink. So there's things you can do there. So you're not going to be a master at hypnosis day one. I wasn't. I got into hypnosis because I realized that this was a language I didn't know, and I needed to learn how to program the body. And that was in hypnosis and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So again, you don't want to rush the trance. A deepener may not always be necessary, but it's a good idea to do it. And if you're starting out, I definitely recommend at least 1 or 2 deepeners. It can definitely help you. So if you're doing something to someone else, you always want to ask permission to begin the process of the hypnotic induction. You can ask the person to close their eyes. So sometimes what I typically will do is I will have them focus on a spot on the wall. And I'll have them kind of look at that spot and try to keep from blinking as long as possible. And then I do some different things, and I kind of try to give them suggestions that they're getting tired and their eyes are getting heavier and their eyes closed. Then I do a deepener with them to get their eyelids to lock tight, shut tight, and I get them to test it, and then they can't open them. And then I get them to do another one, which is elevator, and then I get them to do another spiral staircase. So I've actually done like 4. I really do quite a bit. Now, how do you tell if the client is under hypnosis? Well, that's a very, very good point. But before we do that, imagery, body senses is great for deepening. So as you step on to the elevator, it's very safe. The temperature's just right. You notice the lights. You notice you're on the 50th floor. Go ahead and press the button 1. And as you do, you start to notice that the elevator is just going down slowly. And as it's going down, you're going deeper in hypnosis, going down deeper, 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 and deeper. And so then you get down, and then you get to the floor. And then when the elevator opens and you step out there, a lot of times I tell them, okay, Jay, there's this beautiful plush carpet. Can you see it? Probably can smell it. It was just put down. Why don't you take off your shoes and your socks? I know how much you just want to like feel that carpet. Okay, take a step, take another step. Feel how much you just, and so the sensations get you to drop even deeper, which is really, really, really cool. But by the time I've had you to the elevator, you're already pretty deep. Then what you want to do, first of all, to tell if they're in the state, you can look tearing of the eyes, REM, rapid eye movements, changes in skin color of the face, changes in the rhythm of breathing, slight jerk of the hands, feet, or legs. Sometimes you will notice that. And I've noticed that myself sometimes when I'm going, that I feel that. And that's a very good sign. First of all, it's letting rid of any tension or stress, but that's a sign that you're in hypnosis. Swallowing movements slowing down, head dropping or shoulders slumping, glazed or flickering eyes, involuntary micro movements of the body or the lips or lip licking. That's all part of that. So when we use hypnotic imagery, it allows us to create a simulation for the subconscious mind. And by doing this, as I said, we pass or bypass, I should say, the critical faculties. So it's pretty fun. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go into what we call a future state. That's a state of something you want to achieve. So after the main part, you've got them under the induction, you've got them deeper. You can help them visualize 1 week down the road, 2 weeks down the road. What do you see yourself doing? How do you feel when you've gotten that money? If somebody says to you, well, I want you to think about the last time you got a sale like that. And how'd you feel? Where were you? Now, I want you to imagine this time, I want you to imagine the feeling is even 10 times stronger. And every time you think about money, you can just feel that in yourself, right? Can you feel it? And so that's important, okay? And so when you've done that, now you've given the body a reason to say, okay, hey, I'm looking to play. Are you? But it's important that you do that. Very, very important that you do it. Because if you don't do it that way, you will find that it can be a problem for you. So you want to make sure you're taking your time. And the first time you go under, it might take you 20 or 30 minutes. That's normal. I can now put myself in a state probably within 5 minutes, maybe less than that. The next thing you do is you embed a suggestion. Okay. Pretty easy to do. But you should embed a suggestion. So You can do this in a lot of different ways. You can repeat positive suggestions such as your mind is focused and clear. Anytime that you think about money, you're just going to think about how much it's in your account because you know it's there and you know more is coming in. The suggestions are now permanently embedded into your subconscious mind where they will grow stronger and stronger over the next couple hours, next couple weeks, whatever you want to say. Now, this is what's really important. You've got to end on a positive note. Okay, you have to end on a positive note. So you gently bring the client back up. I usually start with the toes, go all the way back up, get up to the neck, face, eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine, in perfect health, feeling much better than you did before. And I usually add something, feeling the way you feel as if you've had the right amount of refreshing, revitalizing, relaxing, healthy sleep. 4 and 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine, in perfect health, feeling much better than you did before. And may the rest of your life be the best of your life. So the thing about hypnosis is some people are scared of it because they don't necessarily know what's going to happen. So you have the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to get in and out of hypnosis anytime you want. So if you disagree with something, you can break it. Once you break it, the person's going to be able to tell that you're out. So you have complete control. All right. So that's the most important thing. You are not a guinea pig. These people that you see on stage and then they do these things, they actually want to be put under. They want to be part of a scene. So they cooperate. So if you notice when these people do these stage hypnotists, they look for people that are suggestive, people that want to do these things. I mean, that's what they do. That's how they like if it doesn't work, they like tap your shoulder and you're out. Like if I tap you, you're out. Because those are people that they know that they're faking, that they're not really doing hypnosis. They're trying to fake it. And once they see that, they just get them out because you don't want that to be in there because then they're trying to play and they're not really under. So we talked about something pretty vital today, which is hypnosis. Hypnosis can be used to give the body suggestions, the mind and body suggestions that, again, will bypass the critical faculties so that your mind and body will be able to. In fact, the best way to think about it is hypnosis is like a direct fiber cable going right into the subconscious, like it's just a direct right in there without any other nodes on the network. It's just a straight home run, a quick fiber run from one to the other, bam, right in. There's no interceptions. But when you are awake, okay, at the at the beta level of mind, your critical faculties are active. And when they're active, they're analyzing everything. Okay. So just to recap what we talked about, how to do hypnosis, always get permission. But if you are doing it for yourself, you already have rapport, so you don't have to do that. The induction we talked about, you can do the breathing. You can focus on your breathing. You can close your eyes. You can focus on your heart. Lots of things you can do. You can notice how different parts of your clothes feel in contact with your body, how your butt or hands or anything feel against the chair, the bed, how the temperature feels, smoothness, the roughness. Those are all things you can pick up, textures. And you can even say things like, and sounds around me will not distract me. They will just help me focus more and more internally. So you can use everything to your benefit. Imagery for the deeper. So we talked about the induction, right? We talked about how to do those. So I do the ones, like I said, with the focusing the eyes and they're closing their eyes and then their eyes are locked tight. And then after I do that, I go on to the next stage, which is the elevator stage. Then after we get off the elevator stage, I have them take off their shoes and they walk and they just kind of sink. And every step they're taking, they're actually inducing even more with every step they're taking. So that's another inducer. And then as they're getting to the stairs, the spiral staircase, you just kind of just spiraling down, going down and around, taking another step down and around. And then it's like, you just sink deeper and deeper. Also, when I use the words deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, that's good. You're doing just fine. Deeper and deeper, allowing yourself to just go deeper and deeper. You desire this, and it is so. Allowing your body to just relax. So you get the idea. So I didn't really want to put anybody in trance here, but I was just trying to explain to you how this works. And the imagery is very important. Imagery, not just pictures, but also things with the body. It could be something you smell, something you see, something you touch, especially things you touch. That has just a real connection. When I say to you, take off your shoes and socks and just, or I might say like, you can see the carpet, and I bet you just want to just take your shoes off. So you start taking them off, and I'm sure you want to probably take your socks off, and you just take that first step with either the left or the right foot, and you just notice how pleasant it feels, how soft, and how each step just takes you deeper and deeper as you just keep walking down the hallway. Just keep walking down the hallway. Just keep walking down and down. And it's pretty amazing, right? And then you put the future state of where you're going to be in the future, and then you embed the suggestion. That's it, guys. Now, of course, there's a lot more theory to that, but that's the basis, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been, an amazing privilege. Pleasure and honor to be with you this fantastic Tuesday night. I hope you will like, love, and support all my great content, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, check out BelieveMeAchieve.com and like, share, and follow everything. I'll be so grateful.